Sackville Knights versus the Cape Breton Hawks. First time these teams have met this season. The only time I suspect they meet all year. This will be the toughest game of the weekend. Much closer match in size and strength, for sure. Sackville's won the first 3 games of the weekend. Put them at 4-1 on the season so far. Look at Gate Bolivar start. Looks like it's going to be one of Nani Arsenal in nets for the Hawks. Not familiar with Arsenal, so Cape Breton's team comes from Grace Bay, Cape Breton County, major team. They're from all over, a bit of an all-star team here on the island. Blair Francis on there, Pitchers on there, they got some heavy hitters. Again, their best period will be period 1, maybe the first half of period 2 typically. Lively finds out to start. Cape Breton wins the draw. Black sends it to his partner. Goes back to Black. This is McKinnon. Comes all the way back, and that's icing.
Lively pulls that to the side, to the wall, goes to Walsh. That was a weak shot by McKinnon. A decent little shot. Here's Kaysen winding up. Kaysen puts on the brakes, sends it back around. That's a turnover, though. See if McKinnon can do anything on the wall. No, he misses that guy, and they're away. Good job by Groom to stop that kid dead in his tracks. He gets in front of the body. His partner comes in. He's going to turn. He's going to send that over to Kaysen. Kaysen comes off. Liga flying out there. Harvey skating up. He's going to try and dump it in. He does. He takes a bump. Tony's coming in. Tony's chasing his guy. Adam's going to try and cut that guy off. He got a little piece of that puck. There's Mason Cole. He lets it go to Kendall. Kendall misses Bowden by a few feet. Bowden with the nice fake. Double teamed. Harvey sends it to Cole. Cole loses it. Kendall, he's going to take some ice. He dumps it in. It's going to come around. Harvey's going to go into this far corner. No, the goalie stopped that behind the net. That was a heads-up play. Nice little touch there. Liga's going to not be able to dump that in, unfortunately. Mason with a big hit. Bowden. Nice job there by Bowden. Sloppy play by the Flyers, by the Knights here, rather. Mason steals that. That's going to skate to the boards. McCauley's out there. That's Rodenheiser. He's with McIsaac. McIsaac behind the net. He puts on the brakes. He's going to look for an outlet pass. He sends it to Sturge. Sturge was looking for Smith. Blair Francis out there. You don't want to get rocked by him. There's Smitty in traffic. Too many red jerseys. Blake comes flying in, though. And a shot on net by Rodenheiser. Easy save. 9:14 left to play in the first period. No score. No real scoring chances by either team yet. None that posed any threat, at least. Hawks win the draw. Blake comes flying behind the net. It was a nice little play by Sturgey, but no one read that, and so no one was home. This is Pitcher. Gets a lot of points, Pitcher. He's a dirty player, though, so you got to watch out for him. The good news is he's going to spend some time in the box. in almost every game he plays. But he's going to rip this. No match for Bolivar there, though. This will bring out the lively line. Walsh and McKinnon. On D will be Sid and Groom. Nice win there by Lively. Sid goes around to Alex. Alex sends that up to McKinnon. McKinnon with the one touch. He could sense that Francis was coming in, and anyone that knows Sloan knows he's not about to get hit by Francis. There's Walshy. Walshy on the wall. Walshy sends it to Sid. Sid claps that in. That goes by Kaysen. McKinnon's battling over there. Groom takes a little bump for Francis. No problem. That gets dumped in deep. That gets dumped on net. This is Black back there behind the net. Number 10. Lively's going to hit him. He was able to get it away in time. Missed the first pass. It was a heavy shot. We get a whistle. We'll get fresh legs out there. Probably the best scoring chance of the game so far was that one right there. Luckily, the kid missed the net, but he had a hard shot. Mason and Adam talking about something. Boom. That was exactly what it was. Mason wanted that puck sent forward. Adam blew a tire. Bowden takes a look. Pulls it back. Uh-oh. That wasn't the right move there. Harvey's there to help, though. Bowden takes the body. That's nice. He chips it forward. He's trying to find Mason. That's going to be out of reach for Mason. He's not going to be able to do much here, but Tony's flying in. Mason reverses a kid in epic fashion. Uh-oh, Kendall. Good job by Bowden to break that up. Kendall doesn't have a stick either. We're in trouble here right now. We got to get Kendall his stick back. All right, there we go. Bolivar covers up. We get a whistle. We get fresh legs. That wasn't a great shift. With the exception of Mason rocking that kid. Don't think twice about going in the corner with number 27 again. Hawks win the draw. This is Jack coming. He's going to whack at that. It hit a red jersey. McIsaac sends it back to Smith. Smith gets it out. It's over here somewhere. There it is. Sturge on the forecheck. There's McCauley applying pressure. McIsaac dumps that in nice. Here goes McCauley. He's going to burn around his kid. He's got speed. He's got Sturge, but he was well covered. That kid jumped out of the way of Blake. McCauley battling behind the net. Blake wants to lay a hit. 2-on-1 here. This isn't good. Nice job by Danny Mack, though. Jack's alone. He's being chased. Being chased by a kid with speed. Jack dumps that so he can get fresh legs out there. Here goes Kaysen Lively. Kaysen with explosive speed. Bumps his kid lightly. Siderick, he's battling. He gets it in. Hawks go wide. Kaysen sends that to Sloan. Not sure what Sloan was doing there. Sid sends that around. It's out of reach for Groom. Sid's going to come in. Sid rocks his dude. There's big pitcher out there. Watch out for him. That comes out. Sloan's going to flip this into neutral ice. But it hit a red jersey again. Walshy's out there. Walshy's not intimidated by pitcher. Might be a little intimidated by Francis. Here goes Sid. He ain't intimidated by Francis, I can tell you that. Bolly puts that into the mesh. We'll get a face-off. That'll bring on Aliga and Cole. I'm just going to try and send this forward. Nope, I misread that. Thought that's what Mason said to him. Bolly bails out our defenseman on that one. Tony, he whacks at it. Not enough to clear it, though. Behind the net. One nothing for the Hawks. On absolute sloppy play by the Knights. McIsaac sends it around to Sturge. Sturge holds on to that. That goes to McCauley. All Hawks so far in the first period. They've certainly been controlling play. Good job there by Rodenheiser. Not able to clear it though. Hawks send it out. Great opportunity here. That hit a skate, fortunately. McCauley, he hit a body. Rodenheiser. That comes out by chance. They dump it right back in. Rodenheiser gloves that down. Sends it to his partner. His partner sends it right back to him. Sloan lifts the stick. There's Kaysen. Kaysen takes a heavy hit. That other kid got the worst of that by a mile. There goes Sloan. He's got 2 to beat. He dumps that all the way in. Walshy's in there with him. Kaysen backhands that, but there's nothing but red there. This is Simmons. Walshy battling. Oh, Sloan, he missed it. Wide open net. Comes up. That's going to bounce into neutral ice. Job there by Siderick. Walsh, he's going to try and find... Not sure who. Sid sends that over to Harvey. Harvey sends that right over to Tony. Takes a weird bounce off Tony's stick, but Mason will come in and grab this. Harvey's all alone there. Oh, man. Got tied up. That's icing. Much better effort there. That was the first good effort from the Knights. in about 8 minutes. See if they can't bury one. They've got 58.2 seconds left to do it. As always, Mason and Adam drawing up a play on the fly. The line, he dropped the puck. Not the way he intended to. There we go. Tony's there. Oh. Away comes pitcher. Bowden gets in the way of pitcher. Kendall behind the net. Kendall sends that around for Bowden. Pitcher's going to try and hit Cole. Unsuccessfully. There we go. We get a whistle. 35.9 seconds left. So bring on the Macaulay line. .2 seconds on the board, exactly. Smith's going to take this draw. Take draws too often. That might be why. That pass was a little too hot. Jack kicks it out. He's got 7 seconds to do something. He just dumps it in. That'll do it, I suspect, for the period. And we will reset. Sackville down by a goal. Like I said, being outplayed here in the first period, in my opinion. See if I can't get a shotgun count. All right, we won't worry too much about the shot count. They've got it at 4-2 for the Hawks. There were definitely more than shots than that, so I guess that won't consider that to be accurate. But certainly, I would say the Hawks outshot the Knights. Just by what margin, I'm not sure. Two nothing for the Hawks. Knights have not come to play here this afternoon. I'm not sure why. They should be full of energy. Lots of hockey left to play. Let's see if we can't do something. Mason flying in, tried to find Tony. Groom sends this to Sid. Sid sends this to Groom. Groom loses it. That's a rare loss for Groom. This is dangerous. Groom gets right back in the play, though. Sid was in perfect position. Adam's going to try and rim that around. He gets it back. He chips it up on the boards, but Mason had already gone. We're going to have a Sackville power play as a result of that scrum in front of Bali. Number 16 going to the box. Power play unit number 2. Well, it's actually just line number 2 coming out. Start this power play. Didn't go well in the last game. We'll see if they can't control this play a little bit better. Hawks clear that all the way down. They're going to reset. Smith's going to stay high. Here goes Sid. He gets in, and they send it all the way back down again. Rod won't leave these guys out too long unless they can get control of this play. Here goes Badge. He's going to skate this in. He slithers by Simmons. He's in the corner. He needs help. Jack comes in to help. If we can get possession. No. That's Simmons. Here we go. Here we go. Not the way it was designed to happen, but good opportunity by McCauley nonetheless. And a much better effort by those kids than the last game. All right, now we've got power play unit number 1 out there. 1:15 left. Sackville gets possession. Quick shot by Mason. Too quick, in my opinion. This is lively. He sends that right back to Kroom. Kroom's going to send this to Harvey. Harvey's going to walk this out. He'll shoot this. Uh-oh. He's got to get back in possession. Nice play by Mason. This is going to be Kroom's going to send this to Harvey. Harvey's going to send this over to Mason. Oh, man. Not accurate. Nice job there by Mason. Puck on net. That misses, though. Mason's going to jump in. We're going to send this behind the net. Walsh fanned on that a little bit, so Harvey's going to send that right back to him, but no one was home. 28 seconds left. Let's see if they can reset and get another opportunity here. No reason they shouldn't score on this. Here we go. Mason, he's going to take some ice. No one's going to knock him off this puck. He's going to go all the way in. He's there. He's going to drop past this, but no one was there. Sloppy. I know I say it over and over again, but that's what it is. It's sloppy. Bowden is playing it. Lively. It's 5-on-5 hockey. Wasted opportunity here by these guys. They started strong. Bowden misses his guy and he ices it. So fans shaking their heads here. I don't blame them. 8:30 left to play in the second period. 2-0 for the Hawks. Francis and Pitcher are both out there. Kendall, he backhands that to Bowden. Bowden sends that up to Smith. Smith, nice pass to McCauley. McCauley backhands that. They're way offside, though. Sackville looking for a hero here. Should be a very winnable game for the Knights. Which is why the fans are frustrated, myself included. Turnovers like that. Smith, he's going to take some ice. Chips it to the corner. He's chasing it. He gets tied up, though. As a result, that'll come around. Kaysen will chip that back, trying to hit Jack. Lee gets there first. Here's Francis. Not able to clear zone. Comes out now. Rodenheiser gloves that down. He dumps it right back in. McKinnon gets onside. That comes around to Francis on the wall. Walshy steals that from Francis. Sends it out front. Kaysen's there. There's Sloan snipes. He's pumped. He's there jumping. He's got all kinds of family here watching him. His mom and his grandma and his aunt and some randos. All right. Will Sloan McKinnon be the hero? I sure hope so. But we still are down by a goal here with 6:30 left. And we get a penalty. Not sure who's going to the box. No clue. The players certainly don't know. I don't even know what team. Rodenheiser. So it is going to be a power play for the Hawks. For I didn't see the play. John Hubbley was texting me. I was reading that text. All right. Sid sends that right down. Good start. Harvey applying pressure. That comes right back. Sid's going to rip this right back in. That gets gloved down this time. Mason got a piece of it. Sid got a piece of it. That gets gloved down again. Mason was trying to get in the back door. Harvey sends that all the way down. Good pressure by Mason. Kids don't want to get way back down it goes. Harvey flying in. Harvey hits his guy. Sid misses his hit. Bishop's got a bit of space here now. He misses by 16 feet. Sid hits that. Walshy's out there now. Walshy blocks that with the shin pad. And Groom sends that all the way down. Man, he almost found Mason. Walsh sends that right back in. We don't want to be too offensive. We're not at that point in the game where we're in desperate need of a goal, although shorty would be beautiful. We want to make sure, most importantly, that we kill this penalty. Bowden makes no mistake about that one. He sends it down. That's going to bring us to the 10-second mark or so. Kaysen pins his guy. Walsh has his guy. He backhands it. It hits a red jersey, though. Walsh trying to win this race. Not quite able to. There's Sturgey. He's got it. He puts on the brakes. He rips puck. He hits the goalie's chest. Sturge drops a shoulder. He's battling hard. Walsh is there. This is McCauley sends it back. There's Sturge. He'll rip it from here. He missed wide. And we get a whistle. Because it hit the net, I suspect. Mesh. Out comes Francis and pitcher, Poirier, Graves and Black. McCulley's line stays out. Smith and Sturge, and we got McIsaac and Rodenheiser. Jack. Blake. He whacks at that. Jack hits pitcher. Much better period by the Knights so far. Smith. There goes Jack. Misses his pass, though. Passing accuracy has not been great today. Here goes pitcher. He can rip it big. Bowie didn't know where it was there, but he found it. He covers up. We'll get a face-off. Oliver's right, my left. (2-1). 2:44 left to play in the second period. Sackville would love to make this a new game by scoring a goal and going into the second intermission with a tied score. But they got to get out of trouble here. Oliver, blocker, McCarr. McCarr tried to clear that. He hit his own player, though. There's Groom. Groom's going to take some ice. He's being chased, though. He can feel the pressure. Sends it up to Mason. Mason sends that out front. That gets gloved down. McCarr's got to take Bishop. McCarr whacks that. This is Harvey. Harvey hits the mesh with that. He tried to rim it around the glass. Walsh, McKinnon, Groom. Nice pass there by Groom. Perfect angle to Sid. Too fancy off the wall there by Walshy. Lively. McKinnon's offside. 120 and change left to play. Ollie with the glove save. On comes McCulley's line. Knights looking tired. It's been a long weekend. 4 games in 2 days, a hotel stay. All that goes with that. Cape Breton, they get to sleep in their own bed. Francis. Over to Poirier. Gets knocked off his stick, but he's got wheels. Kendall. Kendall's beautiful pass over to Bowden. Bowden dances around his guy. He sends it over to Walsh, but misplayed that. Sorry, that was Sturge, not Walsh. This could be a costly mistake. Almost. Good job by Bowden to clear that. Francis has it here now. He sends it over to Graves. Graves cuts up the middle. He gets tied up by Smith, but he still has possession. He still has possession. Walked right in and scored. He deserved every bit of that one. Down there chirping a bit, too. He had to go through about 4 players for that goal, and he walked through them all. Volley covers up. That'll do it for that period. Knights are down by 2. They're going to have a heck of a third period here in order to equalize this up or even win it. See if Sturge changes anything up. Mason Cole's got a goal or 2 left in him. All right, let's see what we do here. We're going to send out the Harvey line to start. Been unusually quiet. That almost worked again. They've got that dialed in. Tony, we got a penalty for what I don't know. Mason going to the box. He knows he's going to the box. Seemed like a weak call, but Mason was not arguing it. He went right over to the box, so I'm not sure what was up. Not the start we needed. That was a good start to the PK, though. McIsaac puts it all the way down. McKinnon's going in. Got Lively out there on the PK with McKinnon. There's a player down hurt. Holding his head. He's all right. He's up. He's coming off. Good to see he's okay. McDonald, the injured player. But he'll be fine. We'll have a face-off outside the zone. Cunningham sends it to no man's land. There's Lee. He bobbles that. Cunningham rips it. Almost scored too. Gonna get another chance. Ooh, jeez. That kid was in the slot with all kinds of wide open ice. Daniel fanned on that. Kaysen will get it, though. He does. Sends it all the way down. Sloan's there. Sloan should be coming off. Walsh comes on for Lively. We got to get McKinnon off there. Good job by McKinnon on the back check, though. Cunningham again. Misses by a foot. That goes up off the glass. That comes out. There's Sloan. Sloan's got to come off here. Now he does. Walsh flying in. We're going to get a whistle. We'll get a face-off. Exactly what we want. Sturgis out there for McKinnon. 38 seconds in the penalty. I know Corey's got 30. Whoops. He shrugged his shoulders at me. He's like, whatever. All right. So, Graves. This is Sid. Sid sees a lane. He's going to take a bit of Vice. Oh, look at this. Effort there by Sid, shorthanded. And I know that clock expired, but Cole's not out yet. 2-1, he's out. He actually came out a second early. Didn't get penalized for it, though. Oh. Mason's mad. You know what happens when Mason's mad. Good things, typically. Jack steals that. Walsh comes off. Ooh, open door. Siderick bumped his guy. Kroom. Mason. Mason dumps that deep. Jack applying good pressure. There's Mason. Mason going right back to the box for tripping. Losing control of his emotions a little bit. It's going to be another 2-minute kill for us. Lively. This time he's with the Liga. Now the Hawks are able to set up. Francis. He misses high and wide. Pitcher. Tripping the call to 27. Kendall able to clear that. Tony on the forecheck. Francis walking right through everybody. You're able to do that when you wait what he does. Nice job there by whoever that kid was. That was Harvey, I think. The tip. Sloan comes on with him. Here goes pitcher. Pitcher not able to get a shot off. Hard to know what to do against this power play. You've got Francis with the big shot. You've got pitcher with the big shot. That comes out. There goes Sloan. He's through. He's got Adam. He's going to want to try and find him. Adam steals that. Adam outmuscles his kid. He's going to just try to play this smart, I suspect. 8 seconds left. Great PK here. And good job there to force a mistake. And Mason comes out of the box. There's no way Rod's letting him stay out there this time. Oh, nope, he gets it. Look. Oh, he almost missed. Almost didn't miss. He just missed is what I meant to say. Here goes Walsh. He drops Bishop. Walsh flying up. He chips it against the wall. He goes in hard into the corner. Good energy here. Mason had to be careful there, too. Big mistake there. Good job by McIsaac to push his guy to the outside. Sturge, can he get there? He can. Can Mason pick it up? Here we go. This is what we need. We got Mason and Walsh. Mason rips it. Sturgey comes in. Sends that around to Groom. Groom bobbles that a bit. He bobbles it a second time. Goes over Balver's head. 8.5 minutes left to play in the game. Sackville running out of time. Siderick chips it up. Cole's still out there. He's been out there for a long time. Let's see if he can do it this time. Nope. Sends it over to Walsh. He misses Walsh, though. Groom. Sid to McCauley. McCauley finds Smith, but it hit a stick in the middle. It wasn't clean. Smith, he sends that back to McCauley. McCauley's got so much ice here. Nice shot. Nice shot. Sid, he's going to send it to the corner for Smith. Smith's well covered. Smith needs help. He sends it back to Sid. Sid rips it. It's there. It's there. It's there. Oh, loose puck. Smith again. He does a nice little button hook. He pokes that behind the net. That's going to be... Tony takes a hard hit. What a job by Alex Groom. Siderick took a heavy hit as a result of that, too. He's okay. He got absolutely cranked. But Alex Groom... Siderick, he's fine. He cuts in the middle. Sends it on net. We'll get a whistle. All right. That was a great shift. Alex Groom with the play of the day. All right. Harvey, Lively, Walsh. These guys have played a lot together. We got Bowden and Kendall on the blue line. Harvey wins it. Right to Kaysen. Kaysen ripped it. Bowden on the wall. He's going to leave this for Walsh. Walsh is going to send this out front. Ooh. Harvey's got a race to get to that wall. Heat are playing desperate here for some reason. So there should be some opportunity. That's not the play we wanted, though. Here we go. Adam will pick this up with some ice. To the corner. Harvey should get there first. He does. He lifts that stick. It's Kaysen's helping him out. It's there. Again. Walsh picks this up. He's going to chip this to the corner. He's got Harvey in front. Harvey leaves it for Kaysen. Kaysen's going to send this. He leaves it for Kendall. Kendall should rip this. He does. It's there. Again. Bowden, he sends it. Nice tip. Nice tip. Oh, man. All right. Here we go again. Here we go again. Harvey's there. Walsh is there now. Walsh has it. He sends it. Not able to find a clean lane. That went off a stick. Not one they saw. Let's see if we can stop this. No, Kendall lets it go by him. Bowden's got to be fast here. He's being covered. We had so many opportunities on that shift. We got Mason out there now. Mason wants to do something. I can assure you. He wants... You see him going. There's Blake. Blake's going to chip this up. Mason. Look at that. Mason in the perfect spot. He got tied up, though. Big Blair Francis sends it over to his guy. They chip it forward. This is Pitcher. What is Mason doing there? No call, but that was a blatant penalty. There we go. Pitcher being talked to. Lines are a little mixed up here. Harvey, Walsh, and McKinnon. Goes by Rodenheiser. Neither kid wanted it there. There's McKinnon. McKinnon's going to put this deep probably. No, he turned it over. Four minutes left or so. Rodenheiser sends this to Sloan. Sloan misses his target, but Jaden doesn't. This is Harvey now. They turn it over. 3-on-2. Fortunately, it's these kids. That's going to get a whistle. 3:39 left to play. Wants to hit some netting. We'll do it again. Mason overskated that. We'll do it all over again. That was not the way that play was designed to work. So let's do it the third time, see if we can't get it. Still no luck. Mason with a nice back check. There we go. Mason's offside. It gets back on. Nice job by Mason. Get that leg back on. Kayson's got time. He sends it. Jack, he's going to battle behind the net. Sid steps up. Battle there. Lively's playing D. Way offside. Way offside. Bishop. All right, we got to roll these lines. We got to keep these legs fresh. We got Aliga, Harvey, and Walshy. .242 left to play. Need 2 goals to tie. Running out of time. Tony. Tony's got the wheels. Tony ties this guy up. Just looking for a mistake here. Bowden stepped in. There's a shot. That was a nice shot by Walsh. Tony with a nice hit. This is Bowden. Bowden fans on it. Kendall. Tony. Walshy. Passes aren't clean, but they're hitting the target. Walshy just whacks at that in desperation. 3-on-2. They dump it to kill time. Knights are pretty much out of time. Harvey gets hooked. I don't know what's going on here. Tony puts that in. Harvey comes off. Lively comes out. Groom, Sitter out there. McCauley comes out. Walshy. If he can get just a turn and rip that shot. Groom wasn't able to find a hole. Nothing clicking here for the Knights in this game at all. No puck luck at all. Last minute of play in regulation. Groom keeps it in. Goes all the way down. And we get a whistle. So this will give Rod an opportunity to put the exact configuration he wants out there. We've got an empty net. Timeout. Overall, good weekend. 3-1, not too bad. Like I said, that was the goal. This was a winnable game, but the Knights did not show up to play today. I suspect they're exhausted. Mentally and physically. I know I would be. Empty net, 50 seconds left to play. Hawks win the draw. That was a very important draw. Lively pins his guy. There's a Sturgey, sends it out front. There we go. Walsh, he ripped it. Easy save. Groom, he'll rip this. He finds a red body, though. It's out front. Mason. Mason fans on it. I think a kid actually got a piece of his blade. Kaysen sends it. And they're going to clear it to center ice. Missed that. We got about 20 seconds left to do something here. Sid messes that pass up. And that kid scores, and that'll do it. 4-1. Ollie goes back in nets. He won't be happy with today's game. I don't think there's anybody on the left-hand side of the arena that's happy with today's game, myself included. But like I said, 3-1, it ain't bad. That puts us at 4-2 on the season. Jack goes down. There's a penalty on that, but time expires, so it's all for nothing. All right, thanks for tuning in. Safe travels home, everybody. We'll see you when we get back in Sackville.